This result is clearly not up to my expectations. It isn't catastrophic. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. It's a day in the mountains. The finish isn't decided at the top of the climb, but the route is challenging, and it's an important day for the general classification. You'll have to be there on the final climb if we are to do well. I'm not too worried. I think we're able to win the stage, outdistancing the other favorites. Have a good day, guys. Come on, we're aiming for victory!
Hello and welcome to all. Even if the finish today is not at the summit, only the best climbers can lead over the top of the demanding Col de Jouplan. And even if nobody goes over the top alone, it will require strength as a descent. To try and avoid a sprint in Morzy.
We've got enough of a points lead for the polka dot jersey. There's no way we can lose it today. Keep it up! The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
There will be 2 points and 1 point to be gleaned for the polka dot jersey classification. Only the first 4 riders to the top will score points in the mountain standings. Riders will soon be on to the next obstacle, the Col du Feu. This ascent, just like the previous one, is listed as second category. It will earn 5 points for the first, 3 points for the second, 2 points for the third, and 1 point for the fourth. The gap with the yellow jersey is melting away. The escapees will have difficulties going all the way to the finish. At the front of the race, it's time to pick up something to eat. It's soon time for the intermediate sprint. If any sprinters manage to hang on until now, it's time to score some points. The ascent to the Col de Ramar will soon begin. Nearly 14 kilometers long, with a slope at 7.1%. It's a real test to see who's in form today.
That's good enough, lads. There's no way we can lose the green jersey today. It's good.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
And so the Col de la Rama ascent has begun for the front of the race. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey. "30 seconds between the breakaway and the yellow jersey. The breakaway is increasing its lead over the yellow jersey, but there's no worry as it contains no big guns for the overall standings.
You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents. A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer. After you. You must hold out. Go! Go! Excellent. You increase your lead on the overall climber standings. It is not always a good idea to be too many in a breakaway, as the others will not necessarily want to cooperate with us.
Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration.
The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton.
The Russian Alexander Vlasov has already shown that he can compete with the best in the mountains. He's a climber to keep a close eye on.
The leader of the general classification does not necessarily have to attack. Depending on his lead, he can simply follow attacks and counter at the very end of the stage.
Here we are, the foot of the last climb of the day. The Col du Plan. This is where a killer blow must be landed, because after the summit, it's downhill to Morzine.
Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy to attack.
The Joux Plan is not a very long climb, but its average gradient, over 8%, earns it an all-category label.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
You're 1 minute ahead of the yellow jersey.
Okay, I'll consume a feed. Okay, I'll consume a feed.
You've got 1 minute 30 lead on the group with the favorites.
Okay, if the pace is too fast, I won't insist.
Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall. Keep an eye on him. He's the best climber in the breakaway. He's putting his foot on the pedal because he's a danger to the overall standings.
Less than a kilometre from the summit, the race leaders are still neck and neck. It should be they who fight it out for victory. The yellow jersey group is 1 minute from the head of the race. The gap is 1 minute between the favourites and the guy in the front.
Behind! The yellow jersey is moving onto the offensive. You seem to be running on empty. Lift your foot if you don't want to blow up.
Continuez comme ça.
10 kilometers from the finish. It's still tight. The man at the front must not fade.
Ouais, courage, on continue. Allez, allez, tiens bon. Allez.
Only 5 kilometers left for the head of the race.
Allez les gars,
Ladies and gentlemen, applaud him loudly. Here is the winner of the Anamasma. He's in sparkling form, and you can clap him loudly. Here he tops the stage. We can see he will clap.
The podium is good, but I was expecting more from you. We should have won. We retain the green jersey. At least that's something. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. It'll be a very demanding day for everyone. Several mountain passes and a summit finish await you. This is a key stage for the...
Hello, cycling fans everywhere. Despite the absence of any all-category climbs on this stage, the overall vertical gain hits 4,300 meters. It's a day not to be underestimated.
Guys, you'll have to keep something in reserve for the Montée de Bâtie. It's very steep and you don't want to stall. Enjoy yourselves. He should get his teammates to ride hard behind you. It might be a little too early to attack, unless you mean to toughen up the race. It's looking good. You've got more than a minute's lead on the peloton. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. You've got 1 minute 30 over the peloton. It turned out to be a good move.
The riders are on to the first of the 7 classified climbs on this stage, the Col de Fleury. Close to 10 kilometers of slope at an average of 5%. The first difficulty of the day is classified as second category. The riders will share 5, 3, 2 and 1 point towards the polka dot jersey.
You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents. Excellent. You increase your lead on the overall climber standings. You're the biggest threat to the yellow jersey at the front of the race. You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. Given that there's not much happening, lads, I think that I could follow you on a bike. At least now that there's some downhill.
The feed zone is in sight for the head of the race. Riders will be able to pick up some nourishment. The next mountain pass, as with the previous one, carries a second category label. It's the Col de la Forclaz de Montmain. There will be 5 points for the first to the top.
You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents. Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy to attack.
The first 15 in the intermediate sprint score points for the green jersey. The first will pocket 20 extra points.
He's no longer virtual leader of the general classification.
The first riders are on the Col de Marais. 10 kilometers of climbing, but the slope only averages out at 3%.
The yellow jersey is 1 minute 30 away from you. You're 1 minute ahead of the yellow jersey.
The yellow jersey has caught up with the head of the race.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
The yellow jersey group is 1 minute from the head of the race. The next ascent will be far more demanding. The Col de la Croix Free, and it's 12 kilometers at close to 7%. And it's off for the climb of the Croix Free. Classified as first category, there will be a maximum of 10 extra points to be gained for the climber standings. The breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey group.
The leader of the general classification does not necessarily have to attack. Depending on his lead, he can simply follow attacks and counter at the very end of the stage. The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. I don't know if it's a bluff, but the breakaway looks to be increasing the pace at the front of the race.
And here's the next climb in the series, the Col des Aravis, a 4.6 kilometer ascent on a slope that averages out at 5.7%.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. time gap with the head of the race isn't changing, lads.
The breakaway is being reeled in. It will be difficult to withstand the return of the yellow jersey. 1.5 minutes lead for the head of the race over the favourites. A few more kilometres downhill, and then the race will enter its final phase with the Côte des Amourants followed by the Bété.
The peloton is 2 kilometers from the summit.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez les gars, courage. Allez, courage les gars. Bravo les gars, c'est bien. Allez, courage les gars. Courage.
We need to score points for the polka dot jersey. It's essential if we want to strengthen our position as leader. Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy to attack. He's chasing after you. You must hold out. Go, go! He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings.
The race lead launches itself on the Monte de Betex.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
It's a short climb, but very steep, since the average slope is close to 8%.
Allez, courage les gars.
The winner of the stage will score 10 points towards the best climber classification, as it's a first category finish. Only 5 kilometres left for the men in front.
Courage, on continue.
Acceleration. You've got to try and follow him.
Allez les gars, on continue là, plus vite, plus vite.
Another 3 kilometres and it's the finishing line. The group at the front looks well set to fight it out for stage victory.
Watch out! You're not going to be able to ride out of the saddle for much longer.
There's only 1 kilometre to go for the men at the front. They'll have to settle it with a sprint.
Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall. You seem to be running on empty. Lift your foot if you don't want to blow up.
He is all smiles as he climbs onto the podium. Applaud him. He tops the.
The podium is good, but I was expecting more from you. We should have won. We retain the green jersey. At least that's something. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. It's mountainous today. It's neither high mountain nor a summit finish, but it's the sort of stage that could harbour a few surprises for the general classification. You'll have to be there on the final climb if we are to do well. I'm not too worried. I think we're able to win the stage, outdistancing the other favourites. Go! We're going for victory!
Hello, cycling fans everywhere. There's a short stage on today's menu. Short, but not sweet. Climbs will come in quick succession, and there will be plenty of opportunities to attack. The riders are at the first classified climb of the day, the Col de Châtillon-sur-Cluse. The first King of the Mountains summit is classified as a Category 3. There will be 2 points and 1 point to be scored at the top.
Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy to attack. That's good enough, lads. There's no way we can lose the green jersey today. It's good. The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. Here's the positions over the last climb.
Track specialist who's won several world champion Omnium titles, it is no surprise that Benjamin Thomas shines in time trial races. He notably won the French Championship in 2019.
There's plenty of damage at the back of the peloton. It will be a long day in the saddle for those who fall behind.
No respite for the riders. After the first 2 ascents that count towards the mountains classification, there will be the Montée des Gets, 4 kilometers at 5%. After that demanding start, the riders will finally be able to take advantage of a long descent on which to have a breather. The breakaway can't widen the gap.
You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. Guys, don't forget to protect our leader. Communication is important. That's why we have TeamCom. You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents.
The breakaway is increasing its lead over the yellow jersey, but there's no worry as it contains no big guns for the overall standings. The riders are now entering the feed zone. They will be able to pick up something to eat. The intermediate sprint is approaching. It's an opportunity to recall that only the first 15 score points for the green jersey.
Allez les gars, courage.
You've won the intermediate sprint. Well done. You increase your lead a little bit more in the points classification.
There will be 2 points and 1 point towards the best climber classification at the top of the next difficulty.
Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy to attack. The leader of the general classification does not necessarily have to attack. Depending on his lead, he can simply follow attacks and counter at the very end of the stage. You're the biggest threat to the yellow jersey at the front of the race.
The Côte d'Arive, with its 7.3 kilometers on an average slope of 7.3%, is probably the last chance to gain a significant edge.
You're 2 kilometers from the summit. Go on, another push! He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings. Excellent. You increase your lead on the overall climber standings.
Only 10 kilometers left for the head of the race. Another 7 kilometers and the head of the race still has a significant lead.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Only 5 kilometers left for the man in front. He looks well set to win today.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
On est avec toi.
Allez. 3 kilometers for the lead rider. He should win it. The red pennant for the man at the front. He can start thinking of podium kisses.
Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall.
A few minutes ago, he was first. He's in spot. He will climb. He will climb.
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. We were the pre-race favourites, and you lived up to the role with brio. Well done for this win. We take the yellow jersey. It's a perfect day. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. It'll be a very demanding day for everyone. Several mountain passes and a summit finish await you. This is a key stage for the general classification. I hope you're in good condition, because we've got to defend the yellow jersey.